Good morning, everyone. Let us continue the same chapter, Human Development, chapter number 3 from India People and Economy. We have discussed about different topics and like what is human development and development related beliefs, and then we have discussed about the history of measurement of human development in India, indicators of economic attainments, and GDP. Right, today we'll discuss about indicators of healthy life. Okay, what are the indicators of healthy life? Let me tell you something about this. Life free from illness and ailment and living a reasonably long lifespan are indicative of healthy life. Okay, healthy life and living a long and healthy life. Just now I told you, living a long and healthy life and free from any kind of illness or any diseases with a long lifespan are the indicators of healthy living. But how to be healthy? How the question rises here, how to be healthy? This is what the very important topic to be discussed. Availability of healthcare facilities in order to reduce infant mortality and post delivery deaths among mothers, old age health care, adequate nutrition and safety of individual are some important measures of healthy and reasonably long life. Okay, availability of pre and postnatal care facilities in order to reduce infant mortality and post delivery deaths. That's also very important. How to control these, how to reduce this, how to reduce the death rates, and if healthcare is found everywhere, and if life-saving drug is available everywhere, you can control this death rate. And then adequate nutrition, and of course the safety of individuals, right? All these are some important measures of healthy and reasonably long life, right? So life expectancy, if I tell you something about life expectancy, that for human development health is an essential and important requirement. The principal indicators of health are birth rate, death rate, infant mortality rate, nutrition, and life expectancy. Okay, so in the last few years, you can see many improvements have occurred on health front in India. Both public and private health services have considerably improved. Right, you can see when you go back to the history, and you can see when you go back to history, and you can see that when death rate and birth rate, both of these, or we had one phase in which we can see that in both of these, I mean the death rate and the birth rate, both of these were very high. So public and private health services have considerably improved in due course of time, right? So as a result, what had happened, that life expectancy also improved, and life expectancy has shown great improvements. The death rate in 2011 has come down by one third since 1951. Okay, and then infant mortality rate has also come down. So due to what? Due to what are the causes, what are the reason behind it? The reasons are simple, that we have reduced this death rate and control the birth rate, because we can see everywhere that we have the healthcare facilities, and we have life saving drugs, availability of all types of medicines, right? So this is, all these are, I mean, the nutrition, availability of foods we have attained this food security, due to which you can, or in fact the country has reduced the deaths due to starvation also. So birth rate has been falling, and in 1951 fertility rate was 6 child, you can say, per mother, which came down to approximately 2.9 in 2011, right? And women got freedom from repeated births. As a result, their health has quite obvious has increased. Sorry, that has improved, right? As compared to 1951, what you can see, life expectancy during 2000 2011 has almost doubled, right? Life expectancy, that has also been increased, that has also gone up, right? So here life expectancy during 2011 has almost doubled, right? So we can say that besides improvement in health services, improvement in food security, that is, as just now I told you, that food security, that has also been contributed to this development, right? So we can see, or we can easily tell the world that of course we have achieved food security, and there is availability of health services, life saving drugs. So due to which we can see, we can simply say that we have reduced this death rate, and life expectancy is also improved. Okay, so decline in death rate from 25.1 to per 1000 in 1951 to 8.1 per 1000 1999, right? So you can see here that improved life expectancy and infant mortality rate, that is also decreased. Life expectancy increased and infant mortality rate has come down, or has in fact reduced, right? Decline a birth rate, sorry, birth rate, what about the birth rate? Birth rate has also come down from 40.8 to 26.1 in the same year. So you can see here that we have achieved all these things, right? And decline in sex ratio over the years, except in Kerala, it has fallen to alarming state, right? Especially in the developed states of Haryana. Developed states are Haryana, Punjab, where it has gone down to less than, or what about less than, or more than, this is what, 800 females per 1000 males, right? So you can see here that the sex ratio is 800 females per 1000 males, where the states like Punjab and Haryana. Okay, and then there is an improvement that has taken place in health area, right? And that was about the indicators of healthy life, right? Let us discuss something about the Swachh Bharat mission. What was that Swachh Bharat mission, right? Swachh Bharat mission, or simply you can say here that Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Okay, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Mahatma Gandhi, the father of nation, once said, "It is health that is real wealth, and not prices of gold and silver." And also there goes a saying that foundation of success in life is good health, right? But how can we be healthy when our surroundings are dirty and polluted, and we are compelled to breathe polluted air? And to be healthy, we need clean air, noise free atmosphere, potable water, and hygienic surroundings. But all these natural assets have become polluted. Okay, we'll have to discuss about Swachh Bharat mission. A clean India would be the best tribute India could pay to Mahatma Gandhi on his 150th birth anniversary in 2019, said Sri Narendra Modi, our Honorable Prime Minister, as when he launched the Swachh Bharat mission at Rajpath in New Delhi. Okay, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan was launched by the government of India to solve the problems of sanitation waste management in India by ensuring hygienic across the hygiene, in fact, across the country. And the main aim of the project is to create sanitation facilities for all and provide every rural family with a toilet by 2019. Okay, so Government of India has initiated this Swachh Bharat Abhiyan to address the problems of pollutions in urban as well. I mean in rural areas as well as in urban areas. Objectives. What about the objectives? If someone asks you what are the objectives of the Swachh Bharat mission, you can simply say that making India open defecation free, scientific management of municipal solid waste. Example, indoor model. Okay, then construction of individual household toilets and latrines and community toilets, supply of clean and potable water, provision of clean energy LPG to every household to check pollution, to promote use of solar and wind energy by making cheaper equipment. Okay, so and you can say here that these were some kind of objectives. Right? The government of India, with its flagship program Swachh Bharat mission, aims at pollution-free environment. And just now I've discussed something about the objectives of Swachh Bharat mission. Let me tell you once again that objectives like bring about an improvement in the general quality of life in rural areas by promoting cleanliness, hygiene, and eliminating open defecation, and motivate communities and Panchayati Raj institutions to adopt sustainable sanitation. Elimination, the open defecation, conversion of sanitary toilets to poor flush toilets. I mean, all these were what? All these were, in fact, the objectives. And strengthening of urban local bodies to design and execute and operate systems to create enabling environment for what? For private sector participation in capital expenditure, operation and maintenance. Okay, costs. Right. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan or Swachh Bharat Mission, that's a very, very important, topic for your coming exam, because this topic has been added in the syllabus, right? And it was the new topic added in this chapter. So you should be very careful and you should prepare it for your exam. Right. So today we have discussed about the indicators of healthy life, and Swachh Bharat mission, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Okay, that's all for today. Good day.